What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. And today, as usual, we're going to continue the book by Cicero on the ideal orator. It's going to be the 67th part of the third book, so let's get started. The figures of thought. For instance, dwelling on a single point makes a very strong impression, as do lucid exposition and laying things almost before people's eyes, as if they are actually taking place. This device is very powerful both in lending brilliance to our account when we are setting forth the case, and in amplification in order to make what we are amplifying seems to our audience as important as our speech can make it. We can also often use the opposite devices of rapid treatment and insinuation, which makes the audience understand more than you actually say and cut down but clear brevity. There is also disparagement, and akin to this, mockery employed in a way that is consistent with Caesar's precepts, and digression from the matter at hand, which gives delight, after which there will have to be a suitable and elegant return to the subject, and proposing what you're going to say and distinguishing it from what has been said, and return to the stated proposition and repetition of a thought, appropriate conclusion of an argument, then also exaggeration and overstatement of the truth for the sake of amplification or diminution, and rhetorical question, and closely related to this, mock interrogation, followed by exposition of one's own view, and also the device of irony, which most easily insinuates itself into people's minds, as it were, and which occurs when you say something different from what you are suggesting. This is quite pleasant when carried on in a conversational rather than in a contentious tone. Next, there is indecision, and then also distribution, and then also self-correction, either before or after you have said something, or when you are dissociating yourself from something. There is also preliminary fortification of the point you're going to take up, transference of the blame to someone else, involvement of those present, which is like a deliberation and a consultation with the very people before whom you are speaking, imitation of character and way of life, whether or not by way of impersonation, which lends great distinction to speech and is particularly well suited for winning over the audience's minds, and often also for stirring their emotions. Introduction of imaginary characters, which is a particularly impressive figure of amplification. Vivid description. Introduction of a misleading point, stirring up laughter, anticipating objections, and also the two extremely effective devices of smile and example, distribution of elements, interruption, antithesis, falling silent, recommendation, a frank and even rather unrestrained statement for the sake of amplification, expression of anger, rebuke, promise, plea for mercy, entreaty, brief divergence from the subject, I like this digression mentioned above, exculpation, the winning of favor, verbal attack, wishes, and imprecations. It is, for the most part, by these figures and thought that thoughts can give brilliance to our speech. Alright, guys, so that was a good part of examples, and we're gonna continue tomorrow on the next one. So thank you for joining me today on this video and these reading sessions. See you tomorrow. Bye.